Hey guys, just want to go over some quick tips on transformations, starting with, let's say, translate. Translate meaning to slide. So if I had a shape, let's go right here. And I'm just going to put a dot where this corner is just so you can see. I'm over at 2, up 1. So the coordinate is 2, 1, just for that point. Whenever you're asked to translate, just make sure you kind of explain, am I translating up, down, left, right? That's all that we need to know. And when you translate, especially on a coordinate graph, tell how far you translated. So if it said to translate to the left 6, you would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then that same corner would just translate to there. Translate pretty easy, right? Slide back and forth. Just make sure you always say it translated to the left 6 and then translated down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way you could describe how the shape moved. Translate left 6, translate down 4. That's how I got to the new shape. If we didn't do 2 steps, we could also talk about translating diagonally, right? As far as reflect, just remember, reflections can happen in several ways, but there's a line of reflection. So that line of reflection, like most of you said, a mirror is, there's a line between you and the mirror, halfway between, and that's where it's being flipped from. So like, if the mirror's over here, and this was you looking in, you're being reflected across it, right? So it just flips, just like all of you said. This is the y-axis. So if there was a picture on an assignment that said, where is the line of reflection, you would say it reflected across the y-axis. If it was at 1, 3, when you reflect it, it should be at -1, 3, if we're reflecting on the y-axis. Now, if I'm reflecting on the x-axis, I'm 1, 3, so I'm 1, -3. -1, -3, excuse me. And so when I reflect across the x-axis, I'm going like this. Just keep that in mind. There's always going to be a line, and if you look, the x-axis is right in the middle, so I'm reflecting across. Okay? And then the last thing I want to show you real quick, if you didn't see my other videos, and remember, for rotate, if my shape was at 2, 2, you can rotate based on a point. I could rotate on that point. I could rotate it clockwise 90 degrees, and it would go here. I could rotate it 90 degrees based on the center of the shape. So I could rotate it 90 degrees just right here. I could rotate it 90 degrees based on the origin. So I could rotate it 90 degrees clockwise to here. Just know that where we rotate is kind of important. So you got to say it rotated 90 degrees at 2, 2. It rotated 90 degrees from the origin, clockwise, excuse me, I should be saying. Counterclockwise. Hope that helps. Check you later.